Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video of mine after a very long time, I know. Today I have decided to film while I get ready, and the makeup that I'm showing you is how to get a beautiful, flawless base with no foundation. Now this is an extremely important topic for me. I take it very seriously because I have the world's oiliest skin and I have long days because obviously I am someone that works, I go to school. So for example, today I am getting ready and it is 1 o'clock and I won't be home until like 10 p.m. because I have school and I work as well. So anyway, I'm going to have this makeup on for about 9 hours and I don't like having foundation on for 9 hours. I actually hate it. So I usually just do what I have on my skin right now, which is truly just concealer, and I add everything else, and I think it looks so beautiful. It's so soft, it's so natural, but you look so put together at the same time, and it lasts beautifully throughout the day. And today was a perfect day to show it because I actually have quite a bit of scarring and stuff to cover. Here you can see I'm like on my forehead, and even then like it looks nice. Like I'm feeling good about myself. So if you want to see how I achieve this, you can just continue watching. For this makeup look, you really have to assure that your base is very well hydrated and you have the proper skincares to make your skin very supple and fresh looking, because we are going in straight with concealer, so we want the concealer to blend in nicely to the rest of our face. So these are the two concealers that I use mostly for this look. Actually, these are pretty much the only concealers I use, period. It really depends on what I'm feeling that day. I have the Too Faced Born This Way multi-use sculpt. Oops. I have the Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer and the Maybelline Fit Me in the shade 20. This is the shade Vanilla. So you're going to want to get a concealer that is your exact skin shade because it's not going to look natural if you have something that is very, very light and then it blends into your skin that is a darker color. I mean, you can do that if you want, but I personally don't think it looks good for this look in specific. Today I'm going to use the Maybelline Fit Me one. I honestly just love this concealer so much. So start by placing it wherever you need concealer. So for me, I'm applying a generous amount underneath my eyes and then anywhere that I have breakouts. So here I have a couple scars, some on my chin. Around the lips is very important because we tend to get a little bit darker right there, and then here I find is a very key area to conceal. I don't know why, but right here, right going down, the skin always tends to get hyperpigmented. And then for my forehead, I apply really only where I need concealer, and then I go in and blend everything with a little face sponge. This is the Real Techniques sponge. I don't know the name. Then I like to go in a second time and finesse the coverage. So I kind of just take a look from afar and see where I still see light discoloration, and usually here, a bit more here, my scars. And I sometimes just add a little bit on the bridge of my nose. Next, I'm using a cream bronzer. This is Bondi by Nudestix. I add just the tiniest bit on the sides of my face and then I blend it upward. You can go ahead and add some cream bronzer to your forehead, but I have quite a like borderline narrow forehead, so I don't really add much bronzer to it. Next for bronzer, I'm going to use this Becca bronzer. It is called the Sunrise Waves. It is such a beautiful bronzy, beachy look. I mean, bronzer. Since this does have several shades within the same pan, I like to just lightly tap it. And I just bronze my face lightly. I know many people feel that if they don't have a foundation, that bronzer will just go on patchy and it sticks badly onto some places and it's not like flawless, but I personally love the look of it because it just looks so natural. It looks very sun-kissed, and if you have the proper preparation for your skin, like I have shown you in this video, like good moisturizer and a good cream base for bronzer, you should have absolutely no problem. Then I add just a little bit to the outer part of my forehead. Like I said, I have quite a smaller forehead, so I don't really like to contour or anything, but I like to have just a little bit of color to tie the look all together. Next, I'm going to contour just a little bit using the Kevyn Aucoin Light Sculpting Powder. I'm going to contour the tiniest bit on my jawline. And then I contour just a little on my nose. Please excuse my hair, I am very hot. At this point, I like to set my face with some translucent powder. I love the Laura Mercier Loose Translucent Setting Powder. I'm actually almost out of it. Like, you can barely even see it in the jar. That's how much I have used this, and it's lasted me a really long time too. I saw the other day on my Sephora purchases, I got it like in maybe September of 2016, so it's 2.5 years about, so that's a really long time. I literally have to, pretty sure I have to go get a new one today. Then I go in straight with my same beauty sponge that I have been using, and I go ahead and set. Now, I don't really consider this baking because I don't let the powder sit on the skin, do its thing, and then dust it off. No, I just grab it with a damp sponge and press it in. And I only set the middle of my face, so my forehead, my center cheek area, and my chin. You may go ahead and set all your face if that's what you like to do, but I personally don't like to. I don't see the need to, and I am an extremely oily person, and I still don't set the rest of my face because I like that soft, like I'm effortlessly looking like this type of look. I think I really need to get a new powder now. This is not right. For highlighter, I actually always use this little luminizer stick from Sephora. It is called the Luminizer To Go in the shade 12 Miss Sunshine. Now, I've actually never ever heard anyone talk about this. It's just a simple little highlighter that I purchased one day at Sephora because I had one of those codes that was like, if you spend $75, you get $25 off. So I needed to hit the $75 mark, and I just got this. It was like $10, I believe. And it was a very happy purchase for me. I always use it. So what I do is I just put some on my finger and I tap it where I'm going to apply my highlighter. And I feel like this two-step process makes the highlighter look much more glass looking and natural at the same time because you apply less product. Then I go in with my powder highlighter, and today I'm using the MAC Oh Darling highlighter. And then I just grab some on my brush. This is a Morphe M510, and I very lightly go over the previous stick highlighter I applied. And I swear to you, the combo of this plus any other highlighter is just amazing. Like, it's unbeatable, and you can do it with any liquid highlighter. Now for the eyes and eyebrows, I'm going to zoom you in so you can see a little bit better. For my eyebrows, I like to do something very soft. I mean, my eyebrows are pretty full naturally, but I just like to do something so they look more even and just even. I am using a powder by MAC. This is called Brun, and it is a cool toned eyeshadow. Always take a step back and like look at your face from a farther perspective, not just like straight up here in the little mirror. And that way you can see if your eyebrows are aligned, if they're even, if you need to adjust anything. Then I use a brow gel, and the one I'm using at the moment is the Maybelline Brow Drama, and this is just a clear one. And I just brush my little hairs. Now for the eyes, I personally am very lazy with my eye makeup on an everyday basis. Like 50% of the time I will apply mascara. Another 50% of the time I will do nothing on my eyes. And that's just me being lazy to do my eye makeup and then to have to remove it at the end of the day. So like I said, most of the time I just skip it, but I won't do that today. I'm going to use a primer first. This is the Wet n Wild eyeshadow primer. Honestly, this stuff is like $5 and it is so amazing. I have like the world's oiliest eyelids and I need a good primer. And this one right here is a good primer. Like I've tried the Too Faced Shadow Insurance in the past. That stuff does not control the oil on my oily eyelid. I will be using this MAC 15 eyeshadow pan. I don't know the name of this specific palette because they don't put the name on the back of the palette, unfortunately, but I will find the name of the palette itself and put it in the description box. I'm going to begin with a soft brown, this soft brown color. You guessed it. On a Morphe M441 brush, and I'm just applying this pretty much everywhere. Next, I will use Cork, this pretty matte brown. It's just a little bit more neutral and deeper, and I'm going to apply this all over my lid. Kush mascara for my lashes. At this point, I will go ahead and figure out what lip color I would like to use for that day. Once I have chosen my lip color, I then choose my blush color just so they complement each other and one doesn't overpower the other. So I'm gonna go do that. So for my lips, I have chosen a lipstick and a gloss. I'm using Kimi Fig by Aveda. And then for gloss, I'm gonna go in with the Becca Glow Gloss in Peach Nectar. I don't know if I love this lip color, but I'm going to commit and see what happens in the end. For blush, I'm going to use Milani Luminoso. Then go over everything. And then lastly, to finish everything, I'm just going to apply a setting spray. I'm using the Cover FX High Performance setting spray, and what I love about this one and specifically is that one, it does not have alcohol that's going to dry up your skin. Two, it really does make your skin last very nicely. And three, it has protection against the pollution that is in the air. One last step for the lips. I think I feel like I want to lighten it because I feel like the eyes is kind of a focus and then the lips are also very in focus, so it's putting me off, so I just want to add something on top of it. I'm going to use the Physicians Formula Murumuru Butter Lip. I don't know what they're called. They're these new little lipsticks and they're amazing. And this one is in the shade Soaking Up the Sun. So my camera has started to flash red, so that means I have to wrap it up. So this is the final look. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. You learned a little bit, and I hope you try it. Let me know if you guys let me know if you have any recommendations, any questions. Also, let me know if you like this setup. I know it's much more relaxed. I don't have any nice plants in my backdrop. It's really just my room, and you get like the ugliest side of my room where there's nothing, but it's much easier for me to film. I can just film like while I'm truly getting ready and then go out the door because I have everything here. So thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye bye.